Hello?
Some gamers today.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend a PS4 for Christmas. It's still in its box.
Hey, you got bandages?
After you've upgraded to something new. Maybe it's older hardware provides better compatibility with older software, especially games that don't play nicely with Windows 10. Maybe it's just that you need Windows 10 for work or school, but you really love Windows 7 and its telemetry-free styles. Next up, we've got our Windows 10 PC. Now, Windows 10 supports 4K Netflix with the built-in Edge browser. It's got DirectX 12 for the latest games. And of course, pairing the newest hardware with the most current operating system often gives you the best driver and accompanying software experience. Now, let's change gears a little bit. This is our MacBook Pro. Maybe you moonlight as a DJ and you prefer the professional audio tools or peripherals that work best or only. How many AR bullets you got? Maybe you love Final Cut. Maybe you love the tight integration with your iPhone and your Apple Watch. There are a ton of reasons that you might want to have a Mac as part of your ultimate setup, so we worked it in. Bringing us finally to a little mini Intel Nook. This one right here is running Linux, Ubuntu to be precise. So maybe you're a programmer who needs to be able to quickly compare different OS builds side by side. Maybe you're a data scientist who works primarily in Windows, but then needs to keep tabs on a Linux machine without SSH or NX. Maybe some of your tools just plain run best on Linux. So overall, the point we were trying to make there wasn't the specific reasons, but just the fact that there are a lot of reasons that you might want to run multiple operating systems. And while there are a ton of ways to go about this actually, all of them come with some significant drawbacks. So a dual boot solution like Boot Camp requires a system restart to switch. A TeamViewer introduces significant network latency and reduced image quality. Parallels or some other kind of virtualization solution gives you limited access to hardware pass-through. And, speaking of hardware, a hardware-based KVM can be really expensive if you want modern features like 4K 60 support, and it only allows you to control one of your OSs at a time. So then, let's walk you through how we built our setup. One of the big pieces of special sauce is actually the monitor. This is the same LG 43UD79B that we checked out back in September. And we liked it okay at the time, but I got a big show basically as a big display. A really big display at the time, and we hadn't fully figured out what we could do with it. So it's got 4 HDMI ports, 2 2.0 and 2 1.4. Then it also has, check this out, it's also got DisplayPort and a USB Type-C for input. And this is cool. With 4 machines plugged in, you can arrange those inputs in any order you'd like in quadrants like this, effectively giving you 4 21.5-inch displays, and then you can choose which one of them is going to output through the monitor speakers. Now, if you want to focus in on one thing, in a gas station, you can press the full screen button here, pick whichever one you'd like, press the button, and boom, you are switched to that particular input, 4K, 60 hertz, depending on which one it's compatible with. And then if you want to switch back, we'll just go to picture by picture. You can just apply the previous settings and give it a couple seconds to pick up all the different signals, and you're going to be back to your quadrants. Now, there's got to be some minutes, no doubt. Yet, but this is all the hardware we need. But here's our current issue. Our mouse is stuck in Ubuntu right now because that is where it's plugged in. This is where Synergy 2.0 software comes in. Let's start with Windows. The process is the same on both Windows 7 and Windows 10. Download Synergy 2.0 and install it, then sign in to activate your machine. Once this is done, you'll see a representation of the computer you're currently using. You really in this case, our arcade on the Synergy 2.0 app. Next up is our Windows 10 machine. This is basically the same procedure. But once we're done our setup, we'll see our arcade machine already, and then line up according to how we've got our displays arranged. But wait, there's more. Moving over to the Mac, the process is actually just as simple. Open up the DMG, double-click, log in, and now we've got 3, but we're still missing the last piece of the puzzle, Linux. Linux can be a bit trickier. For our Ubuntu 17.10 install, we have an easy-to-use Debian package. But for those of you running distros that have switched to Windows by default, like newer versions of Ubuntu, you need to make sure that you log in with Xorg enabled. Otherwise, it won't.
Yikes! She's my rock.
Pretty loud. Yeah, I think the bearings are bad on this one.
Belly, come here, man.
The other one.
I mean, all things
Road to his first solo win on PS4.
beautiful. The whole Rainbow Six concept just didn't make a ton of sense to me. Like the idea of relying on AI, which is inherently garbage,
Just hit somebody right there and stuff.
to complete the mission rather than being a super soldier.
One more.
Did it just crash? Oh, you just suck.
Okay, this game's no fun. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4.
No,
Okay,
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 works.
alright. Do you remember game demos? We're running demos.
It'd be so good for our job too, because like then we wouldn't have to buy games to benchmark them.
Oh wow, this is actually running. Okay, this is legit running pretty smoothly. I mean, that doesn't help me much. I even got like some blood effects when I fell down there. Pro Skater, thank you, gracious. We're playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Yes, that was my child.
Okay, how do you play this game?
I think I did it on console.
Okay. Whoa, you did a 360 no fly. Oh! Oh! You lost all the points! press a key.
Yeah, if I press
doesn't
2 minutes,
register.
then jump out of it. Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, landed it.
Terran was good at a video game. What the hell just happened?
What the fuck, bruh? This game's cheating me, bro.
You installed TF2 on this? Yeah, I could have told you that wasn't going to happen. Well, it has a direct